It was Spike who found it. They'd been exploring the edge of the map,
the part nobody had touched.
where the terrain generation got strange and the biomes didn't quite match.
Spoonie had a theory about rare ore deposits in unmapped zones. Muggsy had come because Muggsy always came.
Stick had come because the base felt different since the crystal and being somewhere else helped. Spike had come because he'd had a feeling. He couldn't have explained the feeling.
It wasn't dread exactly, more like the specific awareness that something was about to happen. That he wouldn't be able to unhappen. He'd had this feeling before. Usually, he was right.
The chest was at the bottom of a ravine. Stone brick, not wood, which meant someone had placed it deliberately. No torches around it, no signs. Just a chest in a place where no chest should be.
Spoonie saw it first and said, rare loot. Definitely rare loot. Spike said, don't open it. Spoonie said, why not? Spike said, I don't know, don't open it. Spoonie reached for it.
Muggsy put a hand on Spoonie's arm. Spoonie stopped. They all stood around the chest for a moment. The ravine was dark. The chest sat there, stone brick, saying nothing. Spike opened it.
He didn't know why he'd been the one who said don't open it. He'd meant it when he said it.
But standing there in the dark ravine with the chest in front of him, the not knowing had been worse than the knowing. He reached forward and opened it. Inside, messages, not items.
Text, rendered as floating lines in the game system font. Names and words archived from players, who were no longer on the server. Some were old, the timestamps went back years. Some were recent.
All of them were things people had written, apparently, in their last moments before leaving, before their accounts went inactive, before whatever had made them go.
Thanks for the base in Sector 7, whoever built it. I played here every day for 2 years. Nobody knew. If anyone finds this, the North Tower has a secret room. Nobody ever found it.
I don't know why I'm writing this. Nobody's going to read it. They stood in the ravine and read them. Spoonie was quiet, which was unusual. Muggsy read each one without moving.
Stick read the last one 3 times. I don't know why I'm writing this. Nobody's going to read it and thought about the person who'd written it and whether they'd been right.
Spike closed the chest. We shouldn't have opened it, he said. Nobody disagreed. They didn't talk about it on the way back.
The base looked the same when they got there. The walls, the chests labeled in Spoonie's handwriting, the reinforced entrance, the corner where Muggsy stood. But Stick kept thinking about the messages.
About the people who'd left them? About the fact that the server still existed? And those people didn't in it, at least. They'd been here, they'd built things.
They'd left words that nobody was supposed to find. And then they'd gone. Lumi was at the edge of the base when they got back. She sat beside Stick on the hill. There was a chest, Stick said.
Messages from players who left, things they wrote before their accounts went inactive. One of them said nobody was going to read it. Lumi looked at him. The glow in her chest was steady.
Can I tell you something? Stick looked at her. There's a concept called the Pandora's box effect.
The research shows that curiosity about negative or forbidden information is stronger than curiosity about positive information.
We're more drawn to open what we're told not to open than what we're invited to. And the reason is this. The brain treats unresolved information as a threat. Not knowing feels like danger.
So we open the chest even when we know it will change something. Stick thought about Spike opening it. About how Spike had been the one who said don't, but there's something else.
Those messages weren't written for nobody. They were written for the server. For whoever was still in it. For you, even if the person didn't know you existed yet.
That's what it means to leave something behind. You're not writing for a specific person. You're writing for the possibility of a person. Stick thought about nobody's going to read it.
They were wrong, he said. They were wrong, Lumi said. And that matters. Stick looked at the base. At Muggsy, at the corner, at Spoonie sitting on the steps with the clipboard closed.
At Spike, who was standing near the entrance, tines slightly raised, not all the way down, just slightly raised, which was as close to okay as Spike got. What do I do with what I read?
You carry it, Lumi said. That's what reading something means. You became the person who read it. That's not nothing. From the entrance, Spike, walking toward them.
Tines at the gentle position. He sat down beside Stick on the hill without being asked. He didn't say he'd been right not to open it. He didn't say he was glad they had.
He just sat there, on the hill, looking at the valley below the base. In the same server where someone had once written a message that nobody was supposed to find, and they had found it.
What was in the North Tower?